Well, Nick Bontis, one of my favorite segments here from the DeGroote School of Business, joins us for our weekly look at the world of money. Our unemployment rate, well, it edged up to 7.3% last month. That's as Canada's economy lost jobs for the first time in 5 months. So what's your take on that?
Not such a bad situation.
No?
I mean, it was very, very slight. I mean, healthcare jobs actually went up. Construction and natural resources went down. But it's not so crazy. The problem is that large employers are still very afraid of the U.S. market malaise. And that's why we're not going after any really, really large job offerings. Although 7% is still high, and I feel for individuals who've lost their jobs. You know, let's look at some other countries. Kate, Spain, they got 20% plus unemployment. So Canada's still doing all right.
Okay, now why don't we go to the other side of the border? You know, look at Barack Obama's job plan. He is trying to drum up support for this nearly $500 billion stimulus. So, and you heard his speech yesterday. He was really going for it. You can hear. Oh, I thought we had it there. Well, I mean, the speech yesterday was really something else. Everyone was talking about that.
Yeah, this is a big chunk of cash, actually. And, you know, the analysts actually predicted that the U.S. economy would grow by 2% next year in 2012. With this infusion, it's so big that it would actually bump up growth of the economy in the U.S. by 3%. That's the good news. The bad news, Kate, I don't think it's going to pass. There's no way. The Republicans control the House. Politicking is going to start. The election's around the corner. The package, the way it is right now, I suspect will not be accepted. What's going to happen is he's going to have to parse out certain pieces just so the Republicans can say, hey, I put my name on that one. That's why the economy turned around. Not because of you, Obama.
Well, he was very passionate about that one, I'll tell you that much. Okay, the impact of 9/11 on the economy over the past decade, it really put a chill on spending early on, and it was felt here as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the economic impact of 9/11 was huge. We know that. I mean, Nick Dixon's doing a great job showing us some pictures of what's happening nowadays. But back then, if you go 10 years ago, we actually lost 600,000 jobs in that first year directly as a result of 9/11. GDP in the U.S. fell by 0.5%. And that's huge. So a lot of studies have been done on disasters, probably none as big as 9/11. And, of course, forget about the economic challenges, Kate. Airline travel has changed. Border crossing has changed. There's been a whole bunch of implications.
Security has changed. Everything has changed. Right. Okay, now we'll get to a topic that you're very passionate about, social media. For those of you who don't know, he's all about Twitter and Facebook and you name it. So let's talk about the way social media is being used in the provincial election campaign.
So I'm doing a research study for CHCH because we're going to have our election coverage early next month. What I'm doing is I'm following all the likes on Facebook and all the followers on Twitters, and I'm looking at all the leadership candidates going for the election. I got some preliminary results as of today. Tim is in the lead with 15,000 Facebook likes, whereas Dalton only has 5,000. So he's got a 3-to-1 ratio lead there.
Okay.
But it flips on the Twitter side with Dalton 14,000 and Tim at 10,000. And unfortunately, the NDPs are in third place in every category. I'm going to be monitoring this over the next few weeks, and I will see whether or not social media can predict an election result.
What do you want to bet now? Their representatives are watching this now saying, okay, we better get on this.
That's
because, you know, really it's not them who are tweeting.
No, but they have their assistants and their staff.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. And we know we've got to do the social media because it targets that youth movement, and all the people know that for voter turnout to turn up high, we got to go after the youth.
And you know what, a lot of times it is interesting to see what each of them are saying, whether it is through their assistants or whatever, and they've got their pictures going up. So they're at least getting on board with it. So.
Well, it makes for some great, interesting reading. We see the attack ads on TV. You should see the attack posts on Twitter.
There you go.
Good
all
entertainment.
Right. There you go. All right. Well, you just monitor all that stuff, and we'll be looking forward to your next time you're on with more of your results for that. Thank you, Nick.
Take care.